This wellness session is provided to you by the Contra Costa Health Services Wellness Team. Please contact CCHS Wellness at cchealth.org if you have any questions. By viewing today's session, we hope to enhance self and mutual awareness, understanding, and appreciation of different wellness and well-being practices and perspectives. In today's session, we'll be discussing Indigenous intergenerational housing practices and emotional safety. Michixis Kaningayasit Skye Innerarity. I'm Northern Sierra Miwok and a citizen of the Ion Band of Miwok Indians. I am also a licensed marriage and family therapist in Sacramento, where I work with folks in a private practice setting. Let's get into some of today's content. So to give us a general summary, Indigenous intergenerational housing practices are value-guided, community-informed, and land-based, and promote a more equitable environment where everyone has a purpose, everyone has an opportunity to contribute or feel needed and wanted, and everyone has an opportunity to experience both individual and community emotional safety via cultural transmission of knowledges and experiences. Here's the highlights and takeaways. So I have this operating question in the background here. How can the rest of community, non-Indigenous folks, acknowledge, support, and normalize Indigenous intergenerational housing practices? So remember that Indigenous intergenerational housing practices promote connection and context to ancestors, living relatives, future generations, time, place, space, and other than human relations like plants and animals. So examples would be sitting and having shared family meals where we're talking about certain foods that were prepared a certain way, and then going into the backyard and going, oh, well, because we live close to ancestral homelands, here's this type of plant that grows here, and we can actually pick it. And, my great-great-grandma used to pick it this way and prepare it this way. So that's how we're going to do it today. We also see this with storytelling, right? And we also see this with how responsibilities and accountability is dispersed in the family household setting. Another major takeaway is, when in doubt, be compassionately curious and ask questions. What does the word privacy mean to you? What does a busy day look and sound like in your house? I ask my clients these questions because it means different things depending on your context, right? And asking what a busy day looks and sounds like, gives you an idea of what that immediate context looks like for that person. Lastly, consider your own intergenerational housing practices and what they mean to you. How do they relate or not relate to Indigenous identities and practices? Where is land? Where are our other than human relations, right? Are elders in communication with younger generations? Are younger generations also assisting elders? How is information being shared? How is information being dispersed? What is the longevity of that? This wellness session is provided to you by the Contra Costa Health Services Wellness Team. Please contact CCHS Wellness at cchealth.org if you have any questions. By viewing today's session, we hope to enhance self and mutual awareness, understanding, and appreciation of different wellness, well-being practices and perspectives. The content I provide today is based on my lived experience, clinical experience, and research. In today's session, we will be discussing Indigenous intergenerational housing practices and emotional safety.